She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as she stays with me. She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as I stay queen. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Yes, yes, Molly's lips. Hey, and SmackDown. I haven't done a SmackDown review in a while. I've tended to do more Raw, but SmackDown is actually a really good show, and yeah, the Elimination Chamber is looking to be awesome. So, yeah, the show started off, Cody Rhodes coming out and talking about who he'll face after the Elimination Chamber. And then in comes Drew McIntyre, and they talk for a bit, and basically, yeah, you don't know who's going to win in this one. Like, it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen. But Jacob Fatu comes out, and with Tama Tonga, and basically has no idea what happened to Solo the week prior. And basically, yeah, you see the car pulling up and Solo gets out, so Jacob and Tama look at Titantron and they head to the back, still having Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, and then they look at, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We have a qualifying match, we have Naomi versus Chelsea Green. And I didn't think that Chelsea was going to go over this one. I mean, she's already the United States champion for the women, and not that it makes a difference, but I kind of think that, you know, we'll see what happens. But anyways, this was a good match too. Naomi ended up picking up the win. It was interesting, they had a backstage segment with Nick Aldis, and Nick's like, yeah, we have a tape confirming what happened to Jade Cargill. Kind of thought there was going to be a blatant switch, and then Naomi heel turn backstage, but as it turns out, it was Raquel and Liv that were leaving the backstage, or the scene, basically, and so yeah, there was going to be a tag team match for the women's tag team titles, and that's next week. We'll see what happens, but I'm interested to see, like, who really attacked Jade, because it doesn't seem like it was Liv and Raquel. It was, it'll happen eventually, but the reveal, yeah, I'm not sure. Got the Motor City Machine Guns, who defeated Los Guerreros, and I mean, Hector Garza Jr. and Humberto are a good tag team. It'll be interesting to see what happens, you know, if they get the gold at some point. But, I mean, the Machine Guns won, and yeah, I think they'll get their titles back. I think their match with DIY will come again eventually, but only time will tell. You have Shinsuke Nakamura coming out. Obviously, his new theme music, he comes out in this, I called it Master Shredder gimmick. He was a samurai, but he had like a face mask on. He comes out, he does a ritual. I don't know how to feel about it, but I mean, you have to evolve eventually, and I think it's not that bad. It's pretty cool. But he cuts a promo, and then LA Knight comes out. Then he talks about Shinsuke and having a match, but then you have The Miz coming out. So they're jaw-jacking back and forth, and Shinsuke is just chilling by the desk outside, and Nick Aldis comes out afterwards and says, okay, we'll settle this tonight. Actually, I'm going to settle this right now. And it'll be you two determine who's going to face Shinsuke. But I think it's next week, I'm not sure. But anyways, this was a good match too. Obviously thought that The Miz should have went over. I mean, yes, they both were United States champions, but how many times are we going to see LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura? And I'm not saying that LA Knight's a bad wrestler or anything. Let's just move on. But this was a good match nonetheless. Yeah, they're going to have a match for the title. You have Carmelo Hayes beating R-Truth. This was cool because you had a backstage segment. Of course, it's got to be a funny thing with R-Truth. But this was a good match too. And I mean, it just goes to show you how good these two are. Like, I mean, R-Truth being in the company for over 20 years. Maybe 30. You know. Still wrestles, still in great shape. Carmelo Hayes is the guy who is the future of the business. I think eventually he may become a WWE or world champion. Not right now, but I could see it. I mean, it's true. When he shoots, he don't miss. You know, but yeah, he won the match. I mean, you thought R-Truth was going to win, but, you know, Carmelo proved that he was the better man. Had a match with Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. Yeah, and yes, it was for the WWE Women's Championship. And it ends in disqualification, which is fine. I knew Tiffany was going to keep the title. There was a part where Trish Stratus did get involved and beat up Candice on the outside. After the disqualification, Nia and Candice beat up Trish. So that is going to be Nia Jax and Trish Stratus in Toronto for the Elimination Chamber. And I think it's for the Elimination Chamber, but if it is, that's cool. I mean, it is Trish's hometown. But I kind of wonder, like, if Raw is censored more than SmackDown. Because you had Nia go to Tiffany, you ain't shit. You're a little shit. Like, she really let loose on Tiffany, but yeah, brutalizing Trish after the match. So it's on. But then, you know, you have Charlotte Flair coming out. She grabs a chair, sits next to Tiffany in the ring, and she goes, I pick you for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And I kind of figured that was going to happen. So the only thing now is who's going to face Rhea at WrestleMania. I mean, there's a lot that can happen from here till then, so there's going to be a Elimination Chamber for the women, so yeah, WrestleMania's looking good. But then you have a match to qualify for the Elimination Chamber: Damian Priest, Braun Strowman, and Jacob Fatu. This was awesome. These three obviously beat the shit out of each other. And yeah, you almost thought you were going to have a repeat of Saturday Night Main Event with Jacob Fatu just hammering Braun Strowman in the turnbuckle, but that backfired, thankfully. But yeah, Damian Priest won. And so Cody came out. Basically, they looked at the WrestleMania sign, they shook hands. But again, who knows what's going to happen at the Elimination Chamber? You got a lot of good wrestlers in there. You know, I know who I want to see. But we'll get to that when we do the prediction video. But this was a good show. And I mean, yeah, it's only a matter of time, and we'll see what happens. But, of course, tonight was NXT Vengeance Day. So, live stream. So check that out. But anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. I don't think that's the case at all. If you look at some of his earlier interviews,